Hello, welcome back to Pleasantview. Today it's time to join the Dreamer family, and that is going to be Dirk Dreamer and his wife Chloe. They live over here in Pleasantview, and that is the classical Dreamer house that I have renovated. So let's join the household. So it's morning in the Dreamer house, and we are going to start off with a house tour. So let's start down by the garage. This is where Dirk and Chloe fix up cars together, seeing as they're both tinkering sims. They have this garage. And then that leads up to the house. Now, renovating the house took quite a lot of money, so they don't really have that much furniture yet. So they've sort of put together what they could and saved every last penny so that they can use it for what they need. So everything is pretty sparse and Spartan right now. But they do have their wedding photo here on the wall. And then this is the living room. And the downstairs bathroom. Going upstairs, we have a landing area. And this is their son's bedroom. He is, of course, with the Bruning family right now, seeing as he was at the daycare center. So we won't meet little Jacob yet until around 15 in the afternoon, when we will return him from the daycare. And then we have a currently unused bathroom in here, and another bedroom that's also unused. And this is also an unused bedroom. And then we have the master bedroom for Chloe and Dirk. And that's the whole house. So we will move on to the character presentations. First of all, we have Dirk Dreamer, who is a fortune sim. He is a Virgo, so he is not that neat for a Virgo really, but pretty neat, active and nice, and more to the serious and shy side. He is fit, and his hobby is tinkering, like I mentioned. And his secondary aspiration is family. His lifetime wish is to own 5 top-level businesses. And Dirk is, of course, the son of Darren Goth. So, he's not employed. That is because he owns an electronics store right now, and he is doing his best to try to be a successful business owner in Pleasantview. So he's starting small and trying to work his way up. And Dirk is quite a complicated character, because from a very young age he grew up together at first with his mother and father, and when he was quite young, Darlene died in a fire, sadly enough, and Darren and Dirk just picked up their lives and moved to Pleasantview instead, to start anew somewhere else. And both Darren and Dirk struggled quite a lot with money, seeing as Darren was an artist, but not a very successful one yet when he was younger, so they really were in quite a lot of financial trouble. So Dirk grew quite conscious of money from a young age, and moving to Pleasantview, he saw all these families like the Pleasants and the Goths and the Tellermans who just had it all served on a silver platter. And he grew quite jealous of that as a teenager. And meeting Lilith, both of them spent quite a lot of time trash talking the rich people in Pleasantview and the families that had a lot of money from generations and their cold-heartedness, sort of. So Dirk has always been more of a bit of a socialist, really, because he's more thinking of the individuals around him, and he comes from a good place because he does care about the underdogs and the people that struggle, because he's been there, he knows what it's like, and he still is there somehow. But he is also a businessman. So that's sort of conflicting character identity that I've had a hard time to wrap my head around. But I think that Dirk wants to keep the businesses small and local. And I think that he wants the little guy in Pleasantview to be able to have their heart projects and have the ability to compete with each other instead of having huge corporations come in and buy a lot of stuff and creating malls and things like that. So I think that Dirk wants to preserve Pleasantview the way it was, and this is sort of his sanctuary where he has found a home, and he doesn't really want that to change too much. So having families like the Landgrabs move in and starting up their huge business that they've had for generations is something that Dirk really doesn't like. Even though he wants to run a lot of businesses himself, he doesn't really think of it like the same. He doesn't think that what he's doing is the same as the rich families have started off doing before they became wealthy. So that is something that he's going to experience and grow from, I think. Of course, that also means that Dirk really didn't like the fact that his father married Cassandra Goth and became a Goth, and that he has siblings who are also part of that Goth wealth. He did accept money from them, though, and I think that was somehow getting revenge on the rich people in town, that little Dirk Dreamer could take some of their money and use it for starting up his own life, buying back the old Dreamer house that Darren sold when he married Cassandra and renovating it. Now, the Goths put a stop to sending too much money to Dirk, though, so Darren couldn't send enough for him to start his businesses and get proper furniture. So Dirk has quite a bit of loans also. So he really needs his businesses to become successful, otherwise he will get in quite a lot of trouble with the bank in future. He hasn't had that much relationships in his life. He was involved with Lilith Pleasant, now Lilith Vicious, when he was a teenager, and the two of them attended university together. But during their college years, they grew apart, and at the end of it, they were more like friends rather than boyfriend and girlfriend. So they decided to amicably break it up, and Dirk moved on his own. But it didn't take him long to meet Chloe instead, and the two of them hit it off really, really well. And it turned out that they have quite a lot in common. So they, of course, got married, seeing as both of them are quite faithful Sims. They got married in the big church in Pleasantview. And they also soon had their first child. Then we have Chloe. She is a family sim, and her star sign is Cancer. So she is actually really, really similar to Dirk in personality. If we compare the two, they are actually exactly the same. That's interesting. I hadn't seen that before. But they have different star signs. She is in between fit and overweight, so she's normal weight. And her hobby is also tinkering. And her secondary aspiration is fortune. Let's just grab those two. And Chloe is one of the Lillard family. She is the daughter of Brandon Lillard and Brandy Lillard. And she is the middle child, so her older brother is Randy and her younger brother is Zachary. So Chloe has always been someone who's very quiet and a bit shy. She has always been close with a lot of girls her age. She's very good friends with Lucy, Marsha, Brittany Tellerman, and she's always close with Angela Pleasant. So she makes good friends with a lot of people, but she's always sort of in the background. In high school, she was pretty close with the popular girls in her year, but she didn't really stand out. She just kept to herself somehow. She was more of a someone who sort of listened and agreed and backed her friends up in their ideas rather than branching off on her own. It wasn't until she attended university that she really stood on her own 2 feet and developed her own stronger personality. Yeah, her lifetime wish is to raise 20 puppies or kittens. So she is a very calm and family-oriented sim. She really wants to have a nice and comfortable life, and she really is a good, calm and comforting person to get home to for Dirk. And I think that he brings in a lot of excitement into her life too, because there's always something new happening with Dirk. But she likes things to be very nice and easy. And I think that she's going to want to have quite a lot of children. And of course, a lot of pets. They don't have any pets yet because they don't really have the finances for it yet. But that is something that Chloe dreams of. Perhaps breed cats or dogs. And she's currently employed as an architect's apprentice. So she also wants to excel in that career. Perhaps not to the top, but I think that becoming an architect is something that Chloe would really want in her life. Okay, so we're starting off the day. Chloe is going to go to work at 8. So she's going to have to get ready, have some breakfast. And Dirk is going to go to his business too. So let's see if they have any leftovers. Okay, we have this issue. So let's have Dirk. How good is your cooking, Dirk? Okay, 2 points. Why don't you serve some toasted pastries? Yeah, so Chloe doesn't have a car yet, so she's going to go by carpool. And looks like Chloe and Dirk are talking about their friends. Perhaps they're talking about their recent dinner with the Bertinos and how Dirk got to meet Orlando. I think they knew each other before, but they made friends, I think, during that meeting. Yeah, they did. That's good. Dirk is still good friends with Lilith, and he's also good friends with Randy. It seems like all Sims their age are friends with Randy. He's very popular. But other than that, he doesn't really have that many friends. So, yeah, I think that's a good friendship for him to keep. And he's a bit close to Ophelia, but that is because they lived together for a while during their college years, of course. So that's an old friendship. They don't really hang out a lot anymore, unfortunately. Looks like they talked a bit about electronics, so I think that Dirk is letting Chloe know about his business, how things are going, and he's telling her about the music equipment that he's selling. He hasn't really been able to buy up that much electronic stuff yet, but I think he plans on moving on to televisions after the stereos that he's currently selling. So there we go. So carpool is here for Chloe. And it's this gorgeous car over here. Yeah, Dirk is cleaning up a bit, thinking about money, of course. And then he's going to go to... Bye-bye, Chloe. Then he's going to go to his business. It's clogged now, okay. Let's do that first then. There's not really a hurry to get to work yet. That's the good thing about owning a business. You don't really have a set hour that you have to be there. Even if you have a shop, it can be opened later, I guess, even if that's not good. And Dirk doesn't have any employees yet, so he's still quite free. Yeah, so of course, both Dirk and Chloe are not going to employ anyone to come to their home and help them out with repairs and things like that. They are going to want to do all of that themselves. Even if they will have the money in future, they won't feel comfortable about having people come to their home to work for them. They don't really have the perspective of giving job opportunities for people that need them. They really think of it more like rich douchebags using people when they can do things themselves. There we go. So Dirk is going to have a quick shower and then he's going to head to work. Okay, so it's going to be eclectic electronics. So Dirk has arrived at his business. I realize now that I didn't point out where it's located, but it's right next to Landgrab Industries. And this is Studio Caliente. And then he's also right next to the health center. And if you look over here, we also have the high school. So it's very in the middle of everything. So the lot is very small right now. It's just a little trailer almost, or a container. But going down, we have the store in here. So Dirk is only selling these stereos and record players right now. And this is a small bathroom for the guests. And this is meant to be an employee's room or an office, but yeah, Dirk hasn't been able to afford getting anything in there yet, so. The store is already open, and all of the musical equipment is for sale, so I'm just going to have Dirk go in here and start off his day. There's nothing for him to restock, so we can just wait for the customers to arrive, I think. I do have the time control clock here, and it's at 50% speed, like always. And I also have a visitor controller right here, but I haven't banned anyone yet, I think. So we're gonna have to see if I want to change that or not. Okay, so we have a Callista here who needs some help. Ooh, and we have Gordon King arriving. Okay. Let's hope he's not here to steal anything then. Yeah, he probably wants to keep up appearances if he's in here in broad daylight. Okay, looks like Deneen also wants some help. So let's see what badges Dirk has. Okay, so he's got bronze in register, sales, and restocking. So he's really just starting off. Okay, everything froze. I wonder if it's a witch. No. Okay. I think it might have been a witch that tried to enter the lot, but I have a mod that makes it more unfrequent at least. Yeah, okay. It's not frozen anymore, so let's ring up the customers. It's amusing how long it takes the Sims to learn the cash register, because it doesn't seem like it would take that long. I mean, at least if you have a bronze badge in cashiering, you should be able to know what the buttons are at least. Oh well. Let's make some more cells and then he can restock a few things. Okay, we have Makoto St. Julian, who apparently wants to stand behind the cash register. I wonder if I have some sort of invisible fence or an invisible gate that I can put up here, so that only Dirk can enter that area. That would be good. I know that I have an invisible fence, but I don't think I have an invisible gate. No, I don't think so. Oh well, let's keep it like that for now. It's not that many customers that it gets too annoying, I think. So let's see if we can restock. So we have both Gordon King and Ramin Sentowski in here. Of course, Ramin doesn't know anything about Gordon yet. So Gordon is really acting his role of a sweet old man, I guess. Okay, we need to ring up Daphne. That's too late, Dirk. All right, and Gordon is also ready to pay. Oh, Malcolm Landgrab has arrived. Yeah, I wonder if he's really here to buy anything or if he's just sort of scoping out the business. So yeah, I guess Dirk is going to try to sell to him then. Yeah. I really think that Malcolm is here trying to check out the business and see how Dirk runs things. And I'm pretty sure that he would very much like for Dirk to be someone who's an affiliate of his. But yeah, even though Dirk doesn't like him, of course, he's not going to be rude to a customer. I think he's going to try to squeeze out every last penny of him. So let's focus a bit more on Malcolm. Actually, which stereo is the most expensive one? Let's see. Might be that one or that one, but that one's out of stock. So let's do another basic sell for Malcolm. Well, would you look at that? Seems like Malcolm thinks that Dirk is attractive. So yeah, I think that now that Malcolm has scoped out the business, he's going to want to invite Dirk over for discussing businesses, if he's interested. Doesn't look like he's too pleased about the cash register time, though. And Marilena is very much not impressed. And there he goes, back to his own business right next door. So we have quite a lot of locals wanting to buy stuff today. That's fun. This is towny though. Yeah, looks like we're earning quite a lot of money today. That's good. Let's do some more restocking. He sold that so rude. Imagine doing that in real life. Yeah, I think that Dirk is not going to accept that. Don't do that, please. Go outside if you want to jump rope. Rude teenagers. Okay, so it's closing in on 3. I think that I'm gonna try to have him drive home around 5. So we should try to wrap things up a bit, perhaps make some last sales and then close the business, restock, and then go home, I think. Marisa, you too? Oh my god. Stop that. Don't do that. Oh, really? You think that Marilena is attractive? Well, not that attractive. I don't think that Dirk has ever met anyone that's a 3-bolter. No. He hasn't. Wasn't expecting that. Dirk, not you too. Why? Stop. Stop jump roping. My god. Oh wow. Showing off out there, huh? And high heels too. Well, at least he gets a lot of practice on the cash register. That's good. Hopefully he can get the silver badge soon. There we go. So I think that this is a good place to close the business. Sorry, Dorian. We're just closing. Sorry about that. And let's restock. Why aren't you leaving? Is this a reviewer or something? Oh, okay. I think I need to get a mod that stops them from autonomously jump roping. This is ridiculous. Oh, wow. Can you just leave, please? Get out of here. Yeah. Don't want to have people in here when it's closed jump roping. Come on. Let's hope that wasn't a reviewer. But I guess that they shouldn't be able to make a bad review if they can't finish the interaction, hopefully. So we got another business perk. I should really have chosen that before starting to restock. But at least we can get it for these ones. Yeah, I think that's the most expensive one. For sure. Okay, so everything is restocked. Let's see. Yeah, we earned money for the first time. So that's good, I think. But he really doesn't earn a lot from these things. Let's see if we can get something a bit more expensive now for him to sell. Yeah, he could get that. Perhaps just put it there. And then he could get something more. Yeah. Let's get that too. Perhaps switch them up. So let's put that there and that there. That should work. And put them for sale. No, not the window. There we go. Yeah, that should work for now. Yeah, that's fine, I think. So let's just have Dirk drive home. So Dirk is back home from his day at work. And, well, he's in need of quite a lot of things. So let's have him use the bathroom, have some lunch, or breakfast again. Yeah, have some grilled cheese. And then he can just go to bed for now. Okay, so we got the chance card for Chloe. While working in Chloe's cubicle, a fellow co-worker stops by and begins conversing about current events. Chloe has a terrain survey report due today and needs time to work on it. Chloe doesn't want to be rude, so she tries to keep the conversation brief. Oblivious to Chloe's hints, the co-worker suggests they go down to the nearby kitchen to grab a drink and continue the discussion. Should Chloe humor her co-worker and hopefully lose him in the kitchen, or tell the co-worker nicely to leave her alone? Chloe is pretty shy, so I don't think that she's going to have the courage to tell him to leave her alone. She also is very nice, so she doesn't want to offend him, I think, so she's going to go to the kitchen. Chloe proceeds to the kitchen at a light jog. They reach the kitchen, and each of them has grabbed a soda when another co-worker arrives and greets them. The talkative co-worker begins a conversation with a newcomer. Chloe finds this to be the perfect time to slip away, as both parties are focused on each other. The distraction is finally over, and Chloe is able to continue and finish the terrain survey report. Chloe gains a logic skill point. Well, that was good. Way to go, Chloe. That was very sneaky. Let's see. So Chloe arrives back at home at 4. So I think that once Dirk has slept, perhaps eaten again, I will bring Jacob back from the daycare center. It's amusing to me how these fortune sims keep thinking about money, whatever they do. Yeah, so I think that that's enough sleep for now. He can have a snack of, let's have some juice. He met the Bertino dog once, and now he wants to play with him and love him again. So the impact of the friendship with Orlando wasn't that strong apparently, but his dog, yeah, that's what Dirk is after. All right, so I'm going to bring out the sim blender. And let's summon Jacob. And move in Jacob. So here he is, the little kid. I'm just gonna try to give you a close-up of him. That's what he looks like. I think it's really cute. So Jacob is an Aries. So unlike his parents, he's very outgoing. But otherwise, I think he's very similar to them. Yeah, he's exactly the same as them, except for the outgoing part. So, we don't know his hobby yet. So that's about what we can see about him for now. So Dirk is going to spend some time with Jacob right now. Let's potty train him. It's like he's a bit above halfway done. So let's do some snuggling, some tickling. And then he wanted to learn how to walk, but Chloe wanted to teach him that. So I think that I'm gonna have Dirk teach him to talk instead. Okay, so Chloe has returned from work and she earned 525 simoleons. So they still don't have a lot of money, but perhaps that's enough to get a pet. We can try and see what it will cost them to adopt one. Right, so if we went for a dog. Oh, here. Yeah, 400. And yeah, of course they would want a puppy, so that's not an issue. So question is, do they want a small dog, a large dog, or a cat? That is the question. I think they're dog people. So there's no way of knowing what we will get, but yeah, sure. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Okay, a name for the puppy. But this is difficult when you don't know anything about the puppy. Let's just go with Max for now. And if that doesn't suit the dog, we can change it later. No, so cute. So we have Meredith delivering the puppy here. And Chloe is coming out to greet him. It's a little brown puppy with blue eyes, so that's very cute. Yeah, so the puppy is going to need some supplies. Okay, so they have 10 simoleons left. Wow. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go in here and bring the puppy. At least I don't have any bills to pay, so That's good. Set him down and let's fill the bowl. Oh, that took the last of their money. Well, at least they at least they could afford it. Thinking about it now, they probably won't be able to afford dinner, so let's sell this. I don't think that the puppy can use it anyway yet, so let's do that. And Chloe can freshen up a bit. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to have dinner, right? If you have food in your fridge, yeah. Well, anyway, they have some money now at least. Yeah, looks like Jacob is well on his way to learn to talk. Dirk is trying to make him say daddy. That doesn't work. High chair is good. Oh, now he said daddy. Good. Cute. So looks like the puppy is behaving so far. And you want to watch TV, okay. Yeah, let's finish this up and then Dirk can bring him down to eat something. Oh, there we go. He learned how to talk. Let's bring him down to have some dinner. Yeah, Chloe, why don't you serve some dinner? They can have mac and cheese. And serve Jacob some food, please. And Dirk needs to have a shower. Yeah, and Dirk can potty train Jacob again while Chloe has her dinner. The puppy is resting in the dog bed. Very good. Oh, this doesn't give up that much light, does it? Well, they can't really afford getting another light. Yeah, so Jacob needs to go to bed and Dirk is going to eat something. Chloe is going to take care to praise Max for behaving as well. Let's play a little bit with Max. And I think that Dirk is going to go outside and work a bit on the car. Hopefully they can sell it soon. That will bring in quite a bit of money. And Jacob is asleep. That's good. It's a bit early, so he might wake up again. We'll have to see. Cute. Yeah, so I think that Chloe is going to join Dirk in here. Yeah, Chloe is exhausted, so I think that, well, drink some coffee and see if she can stay up a little bit. We have a wolf here, apparently. Okay, so are you done with the engine? Okay, well, let's see if you can finish up the car. It would be really, really good if we could sell it, because fixing up these cars makes a really, really big profit. I think that seeing as Dirk wants to expand his business, of course, and Chloe wants to have another kid, they are going to need more money. So, yeah, okay. I don't know if she actually drank anything or if she just went to bed, but yeah, she can stay there. So Dirk is very close to reaching another level in mechanical. Oh, I think he's so close. But he didn't quite make it, so I think that next time we play this family, he's going to... Or Chloe is going to finish the car, so... I won't have them try for baby tonight. I think that would be very irresponsible. Oh, we missed the puppy being on the floor. Oh well. Oh, okay. Chloe actually did have coffee. But it didn't help. Wow. Okay, actually Jacob is still sleeping. I have a mod that makes the toddlers sleep through the night, so apparently that kicked in very early. So he's just going to stay in bed. Yeah, so Max is in his little dog bed again. That's nice. You know what? Let's just leave things as they are because you're going to faint. So let's let's just go to bed. Yeah, so that was the day for the Dreamer family. And as they all go to sleep, I'm going to wrap up this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it and see you for the next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.